Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. All right, can everybody hear me? Anybody? Give me just a couple of seconds for people to get on board here. Comment if you can hear and see me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope everybody can hear and see me. You'll have to pardon my appearance. I just got through running errands, so I saw the breaking news and I wanted to get on this. Donald Trump has just enacted gun control via executive fiat. And what this means is he has, the Justice Department and the ATF have changed the rule regarding bump stocks as, quote, machine guns. And effectively, what this means is if you own a bump stock, slide fire device, even binary triggers and the like, you have 90 days to turn them in or destroy them. Otherwise, it will be illegal. I haven't seen what charge this will entail. I believe that it's going to be the same as if you are possessing an illegal fully automatic weapon, which would be a felony. This is a major problem. So we've been very critical of Donald Trump and his stance on gun rights because he is effectively a New York liberal, as was the case was made during the 2016 election cycle. And aside from this, he's already signed one piece of gun control legislation into law that was sponsored by John Cornyn. That's our own senator, and that was the Fix NICS bill. What that bill did is it incentivizes states to dump records into the national instant background check system that everybody uses whenever they go to an FFL for a firearms transfer. There is no sort of accountability factor. The more records they dump in there, the more money that they get from the federal government, and it's a bribe, essentially. He signed that bill into law back in October. It was hidden in the big omnibus spending bill that he signed. So he signed that piece of gun control. Now he has, via executive order, banned bump stocks and similar devices that includes binary triggers and everything else. And if in 90 days, if you are in possession of one of these after 90 days and you have not turned it in, and you have not destroyed it, you are a felon at this point. If you get caught by the ATF, you will be in violation of the National Firearms Act as well as the Gun Control Act of 1968 and the Firearm Owners Protection Act of 1986. All of this has been done by a Republican, Donald Trump. Now, some things to consider going forward. A Republican in the House has already filed a red flag incentivizing bill that incentivizes states similar to the Fix NICS bill to enact red flag laws. Again, it holds federal funding, federal grants as a carrot to states to enact these sorts of laws, and they will be eligible assuming they meet the minimum standards for this grant money. Red flag bill has been filed in the Texas legislature, which we are going to fight very, very hard. And also, anybody who says this is a 4D chess move is kidding themselves. I don't mean to be critical to all the Trump fans out there, but this is not a 4D chess move. This man does not support your gun rights. The NRA does not support your gun rights. Only organizations like Gun Owners of America, us at Lone Star Gun Rights, National Association for Gun Rights, we are no compromise. We believe that these are natural rights that are inherent to us as human beings. They are endowed upon us by our Creator, and they do not come from government. and the NRA doesn't believe this. Donald Trump doesn't believe this. This is not a 4D chess move. This is a direct infringement on your rights. Okay. So the question was posed as to whether or not binary triggers are noted. The proposed rule, whenever I read it, said similar devices. So I would be willing to bet that binary triggers and the like, including Jerry Michelik's finger, are going to be banned. It is going to be a felony to possess these sorts of items, assuming you do not destroy them or turn them in. Now, that said, I could be wrong on that point. It could exclude binary triggers, but the rule that I read whenever it was first proposed said similar devices. So I will definitely get back to you and on that whenever we get a chance to clarify. So here's the thing. We need y'all to stand by, because there are going to be some calls to action that we are going to need you guys to do. Last week, we announced our new Pro 2A social media site. Joining that is joining Lone Star Gun Rights. And so whenever we launch that, hopefully next month, we're going to need everybody to sign up for a membership. It's going to be $6 a month or $60 a year. That money goes directly to help us fight our fight. And we really need, these fights are not free. They cost money. Any lawsuit takes copious amounts of dollars to file and head up in order to have a chance of winning. So we're going to ask y'all, anytime, whenever that site launches, please join, because that will make you a member of Lone Star Gun Rights. We're not a compromised group. We are not the NRA. We are not the TSRA. We are an organization that will never compromise your rights. We believe that all gun rights all gun laws are infringements. Every one of them are infringements. That includes the Brady Bill for background checks. That includes the Fix-Nix Act. That includes the Firearm Owners Protection Act that banned fully automatic weapons. That includes the Gun Control Act, as well as the National Firearms Act, and every other law that is on the books. Our right to bear arms is a natural right, and government has no authority to regulate it. Period. End of story. That is what we at Lone Star Gun Rights believe, and that is what we are going to fight for. So we ask for your support as much as we can, as much as you are able to give. We also have donations available if you want to donate. But like I said, we are hoping that everybody comes and rallies together whenever we launch our new site. And we really hope, more importantly, that people who support Donald Trump at least come to the realization that he is not pro-gun rights. He isn't. This is not a 4D chess move. Again, this is straight up gun control via executive fiat. Here is one thing that you should really consider. During the 8 years of Obama, Obama did not sign one executive order that was upheld and effective that banned firearms. He tried to with the Social Security thing, but that got shot down really quickly. He did not sign a single piece of gun control legislation because the Republicans held Congress at the time and they wanted to oppose him in every way, so they did not pass any gun control legislation. Donald Trump has signed gun control legislation that was sponsored and authored by our own Republican Senator John Cornyn, and he has, by executive fiat, banned bump stocks, which is far more than Obama's executive order ever dreamed of doing. Now, let's see here. I'm trying to catch up on comments and questions that... Oh, another point that people make is this is just an accessory. This is not covered by the Second Amendment because it's just an add-on. So are 30-round magazines. So are 100-round drum mags. So are vertical grips. So are suppressors. So are optics. All of these are not firearms. These are accessories. It goes hand in hand. If you really want to get down to it, your ammunition is an accessory. Your Hogue grip that has rubberized grip on it, that's an accessory. The federal government cannot ban these. I don't care if they're accessories or what have you. Accessories are protected by, or should be protected by, the Second Amendment. Now, one thing to keep in mind, the Second Amendment doesn't grant anybody anything. The Second Amendment is there to protect our right from the government. And the government has been treading all over this right since at least 1934. And if you want to go back further, since the 1850s with the Dred Scott decision, which was entirely rooted in the fact that if freed black men were able to have citizenship, then they would be able to, quote, keep and bear arms wherever they went. These are the issues that we fight. This is what we stand for, and we will never compromise, ever. We as an organization have spent our own time and money and assets fighting what we can at the legislative level, and we're hoping to go national. We want to go national because we are somebody that believes that this does not end at our borders here in Texas. This is inherent to all of us as human beings. Anyway, I wanted to just hop on here and give everybody an update on what is going on. And as things progress, as we get more information, we will be sure to report it. And again, I hope that everybody I hope everybody takes heed of this information, and I hope that you are incredibly upset with President Trump, because to put your faith in him as this is a 4D chess move, I believe is incredibly misguided. Incredibly misguided. Now, I don't fault you for having that opinion. You can believe what you want to believe, and that is your beliefs, and that's not ours. And we will not stand for this sort of thing. So, please, again, donate to us if you can. We will not compromise. We're not the NRA. We're not the TSRA. And whenever our new site launches in January, please consider joining, because that will help us out immensely. We will be able to far more effectively fight things like this with your membership than anything else. Okay, I'm going to sign off, guys. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. Everybody stay safe, stay armed, stay vigilant, and make sure you arm yourself with knowledge and share the ammo.